you guys? Welcome back to our podcast. This is the Got to a Black Female. My name is Shaquilla Danielle.
I'm Denisha Sierra.
And I'm Phaedra Elise. So, today I wanted to talk about, because I know this has been like a conversation like in the past, but particularly Chris Brown and Trey Songz have made some colorist remarks in regards to like dark-skinned women, or what they like to call darkies. So I wanted to talk about colorism specifically in the Black community. So your thoughts?
I mean, it's a thing.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, so I mean, but how do you feel about like Chris Brown and Trey Songz like saying specifically like no darkies in their section?
Well, personally, if that is their preference, I'm gonna need them to stand on what they said, because most of the time, they like to go back and be like, "Oh, I never saw that," but they probably really said that. But if they're gonna make those statements, they need to stand on them instead of being like, "Oh, I never," when you did. But I mean, if that's your preference, so be it. But do not bash other women in the process. Like, you can like a certain type of woman, but you don't have to down another woman just because you like that certain type of woman.
I agree. So how would you feel if like that was you? Like if you were in a club setting and then
all your friends again, and then he like, "Oh, no darkies."
See, I would be cussing somebody out. I'm sorry. Like, it's gonna be some real shit. Like, what you mean no darkies? What you mean no dark skinned women? Okay, like, nigga, I don't want your coke-headed ass any fucking way. But we're gonna leave it there. I mean, we're gonna be real.
I just feel like it's a problem, big problem within the Black community, because we're the only race that breaks down our race that way. Like, we always
everybody does that.
True, but I'm saying like the Black community, like it's a strong I'm light skinned, I'm dark skinned, I'm brown skinned. Like,
that's everybody.
We all niggas at the end of the day, and we all get treated like we are Black people. So let's not dissect ourselves more than we already are. Like, we already have it hard enough, and here we are dissecting ourselves amongst each other and making it harder for us to get along as a people with being amongst other people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because there's people, because there is a thing called light skin privilege, and because a lot of dark skinned girls and brown skinned girls do not get the same reaction to things that light skinned girls do, and that is like a big problem. And that's like a lot of things. Like, I've dealt with that in school before, because I'm brown skinned, but I was lighter before, so I know like the differences, and I could tell like the differences as my skin got darker. But yeah,
I just never struggled with that. I mean, I just don't. It's not a deal to me. Like,
you never struggled.
If a guy said that, I would just be like, okay, cool.
I never struggled. I mean, with what?
Because I wouldn't want to be with someone that thinks like that anyway. So it's just like, thanks for telling me up front that you ignorant. Like, cool.
But what are you saying you never experienced?
It's just not. Huh?
What are you saying that you never experienced?
Huh?
I've never experienced that with a guy either, but I'm saying.
Yeah, I've never experienced a guy saying, "Oh, you too dark for me." Like,
you've never heard anybody say that, "Oh, you're pretty for a dark skinned girl"?
For a Black girl.
Oh, they didn't specifically say. Who was the white person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never like. I know Black guys they do that, but I just don't. Like, it's just not a thing to me. Like, I don't know. I don't care. Just like
me, I just feel like, that's their loss, because, they're limited. Well, I wouldn't say limited.
It's not even their loss. It's just like, they just not educated. So
they're not. And, it only takes a little bit of white manipulation to activate that cool chip.
I mean, I don't know. It's just not a deal to me.
See, and that's what brings me up with like preferences. Preferences to me is like the most idiotic thing ever, because like when people be like, oh, well, I just prefer, lighter skinned women or white women, like, but then in the same breath, they'd be like, oh, well, you can't help who you love. Like, if that was the case, preferences literally would not be a thing.
That's not necessarily true, because you can have a preference and go outside of it. Like,
you can, but I'm talking about the people like that defend it. Like, they'd be like, oh, well, no, I only like this, 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 and this. But then in the same breath be like, well, you can't help who you love. Well, if you can't help who you love, then you would be with literally anybody. Like, you wouldn't
that's
have
just
a
not
preference.
true, though, because you can have a type. Like, if you out fishing, you, like, if I like tall guys. So if I'm out fishing, I prefer someone tall. And if I don't, like, if I find someone that's short, okay, maybe we linked up on a different level, but that don't mean I still don't prefer tall guys.
Yeah, but you're not hearing what I'm saying. I'm talking about the people that actually like die hard, like people who like only date light skins. Like, you can only catch them with a light skinned girl, like, or a white girl, or just like, or
Yeah,
skinny
but they
girls,
have like a
like stuff
mental
like that.
health issue.
You think it is mental
It's
like a
I don't
mental
think,
illness?
I know. Like, they have a problem
y'all
with their
ever
own
see-
self.
Did y'all ever see the little interview with Kodak when I don't know what the girl asked him, but he was like, oh, I only like light skinned women, dark skinned girls too gutter. We too gutter. They too hood or something like that. And
I mean, Kodak is not a good example, just because even though he says one thing, he's pretty much going for what Denisha's talking about, because his baby mama is brown
Yeah,
skinned, dark
like,
skinned.
some
So
people just
like,
be
but I'm
sick.
saying though, that's the way he thinks. So in that case, he's mentally unstable. Like, you have a lot of self-hate for yourself.
I mean, no, I don't think, like I said, I
I
don't think
think he
he's a
was
good
just being
example,
ignorant.
just because there are some people that, like Denisha's saying, there's people that say it, but they don't necessarily live by it. So whereas, there are people that live by that shit. They be like, no, I'm not, like, you can't be over a certain weight. You can't be taller than a certain height. Like, there's people that really like live by that shit. Like, you can't, like, I'm not gonna talk to you if you, because y'all know that man. Y'all know that man, I think his name is like Kevin Samuels or something like that. And like that one video where the girl was asking like, no, he asked if like what she rated herself. And he said, and she was like, she rated herself a 10. And he was like, let's be real. Like, how do y'all feel about that? Like,
what?
He's too much for me. It doesn't, like, I don't get his goal on the internet, because all he does is bash Black women all fucking day. That is his main goal, is to bash Black women all day and to tell us that we're too ratchet, we're overweight, you don't do this, you don't do that, that's why you ain't got no man, da 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 da. Like, no, sir, you ain't got no wife.
so let me ask you, well, let me tell you this, Tanisha. So the interview was a girl that came up on the platform or whatever, and he asked her what she rated herself out of 1 out of 10, and she said a 10, and he was like, no, let's be realistic. And she was like, I am being realistic, I rate myself a 10. And then he was like, okay, but if Beyonce and Rihanna is a 10, why would you consider yourself a 10? So basically, like, downing her. So I was like, how do you feel about that? Like, it was like a brown, dark skinned girl or whatever. I mean, I'm not, yeah, she just rated herself a 10.
I don't I don't really get what you at. Like, you asking like if she's like, what are you asking?
Like, how do you feel about a man downing a woman if a woman considers herself a 10?
Is he downing her though? Like, I just feel like what he's saying is I don't know what she looks like, but I just feel like it sounds like
true. So you're gonna break a woman's confidence?
That's not breaking her confidence. He's just asking a question. I would ask the same. Gabrielle Union is a 10 to me. So like, if the person don't look like Gabby, I mean,
okay. So let me ask everybody. That's what I was just about to ask. What would you rate yourself, 1 to 10? Realistically.
See how you say realistically? Like, I think however you rate yourself is how you perceive yourself. If you think you're a 10, by all means, great. be a 10. But if it's on an opinion basis,
okay, but how do you rate yourself?
I feel like it's a personal question that you just ask it on air.
Well, just answer the question.
Right.
I feel like there's a personal question that you answer it on air.
What do you rate yourself and why? I mean, just cut and dry. What do you rate yourself and why?
Shaquilla?
I mean,
I know you got, because come on.
Politically, I'm not allowed to answer.
Why are you not allowed to rate
Wow,
yourself?
wow.
What do you mean?
Like, politically, it's not like a fair
Oh my
thing
God.
for me to do.
Shaquilla, what do you rate yourself? Because she's playing games.
I give myself a solid 8.5, 8.5.
And why?
Because I have a lot of insecurities that come off on me. So I doubt myself and I limit myself of what I can be.
So why do you rate yourself at 8.5? Because they're not answering.
Because I limit myself of what I really can.
Okay,
So she's
so,
saying she would consider herself a 10, but because of her insecurity, she's saying 8.5, right?
Yes.
That was easy enough.
Okay, but I mean, what I was going to say, because me personally, speaking realistically in my life,
Why you keep saying realistically? Like, what does that mean?
Because that was the whole point of what the man was saying.
I am
He was like,
she is realistic.
Okay, but I'm talking about myself. I just said myself.
But I'm saying, why do you keep using that word?
Because I'm talking about myself realistically, what I rate myself.
Okay.
Realistically, Quila thinks she's an 8.5. Realistically, I think I'm a different number. I mean, what's so hard to
the number?
think about that? So for me, I would say like a 6, 5.5, somewhere between 5.5, 6.5, just because, well, I would say what brings me up above average is because of like the way I carry myself overall, as far as like the things that I have and like my mindset. But in the looks department, like based off of like society and just like what I feel like most women should look like, or what most women should look like, that's what brings me down. That's what I would say.
But see, that's not how your girl was rating herself. Shawty was like, Shawty's a 10. Not society.
Okay,
thinks
she can
I'm a
believe
10.
she's a 10, but that's what he was saying, like realistically, what, like if because I'm a realist, as I call myself, so realistically I think I'm like a 5.5 between 6.5, like.
But that's what I'm saying.
Me compared,
like, how can you
compared to every woman on the planet, that's how I would consider myself.
No, I understand what you're saying, but that's why I say like people take stuff so like literal. Like the first thing people judge him is like, oh, he's downing her. No, he's just like saying, if
telling her how it is. Yeah, I get that.
If this person's a 10,
but
how you a 10? But at the same time, Shawty can be a 10 if she thinks she a 10.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's his delivery, like the way, because what he is saying, I can see where he's coming from, but at the same time, like your delivery, like watch your tone, sir. Like you a little aggressive. Like I'm gonna have to send you one of the interviews because he's hella aggressive. I just don't see how, because it was a video that surfaced of him letting white women like flaunt all over him and do the things that he said would not be appropriate for Black women. You know what I'm saying? Like those are the things that make him seem like, like, sir, what the fuck?
Like what?
Like, I don't know. Phaedra, have you seen that video with the white girls? Him with the white girls?
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, like I gotta find it and send it to you. Like he was just like the white girls were just flaunting stuff all over him, throwing their stuff on him, and like touching him and doing all this other stuff. And he goes like, because it was one video. He was like, "Oh, don't touch me when you see me." Like it was just a whole lot. I just feel like it's I gotta find the video and send it.
I just feel like it's a double standards in a sense, because he's Black. I would have more respect for him if he showed more for Black women, but also I can't say anything about it because I can say the same thing. But then if a Black guy's on me, it's fine. But if a white guy, I'm gonna be like, like I can see, like I see what he's saying because if white women is his type, I just have less respect for him.
First of all, white women are his type. That man is very much a bottom, a ginger snap.
What does that mean?
He gay.
Well, if white men is his type, either way, it go. That's his type.
And that's fine and dandy, but please stop bashing Black women in the process.
But the example you just gave wasn't bashing a white woman, though. Bashing a Black woman.
No, I'm gonna have to send you the videos so you can put 2 and 2 together.
But if he, I don't know.
You'll see. I just don't like the man. I'm telling you that right now. I report all his videos.
I don't know, because I feel like some women need to hear what he's saying. I don't know. I'm on the fence about it,
but
honestly.
You know what? I really do. I don't feel a lot of sorriness for women that get on his platform because you asking for it when you get on it. So, if you didn't want to give that man attention and you didn't like his content, you would just do what I do and don't look at it.
That's very much true.
But the only reason I see it is because, spam accounts post his content on TikTok. And so, it just come up randomly sometimes. So, that's the only reason I see it, because I never heard of this man ever.
Yeah, the only reason why I even knew who he was is because the video that I was talking about, that's the video that I saw that had went viral about the rating thing. But a lot of men be like, that man speaking truth. So I don't know.
I would have to see other, what is he saying about Black women versus other women? Besides,
I haven't seen the video that she's talking about.
And then
the stuff that you just named,
talking about a woman's nails and stuff, because she didn't have her nails done. She had a newborn, and he was like, "Let me see your hands," and she had, her regular nails. And he was like, "You think you gonna get somebody with your hands looking like that?" And I was like,
"Sorry, that's funny." Me and Denise even had this conversation before. Presentation is everything.
Yeah.
So it's okay, some people might not like to have their nails done or have their hair done or wear makeup and stuff like that. The same way I don't like to be girly. I don't like to wear dresses and stuff like that either. So it is what it is. I think that goes down to the actual woman and what they like to do. But
yeah, I think it goes down to the man and what he wants to accept.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, I think it's both. It's definitely both. Because there are some men out there that don't like none of that. That like, natural and stuff like that. Because me personally, because obviously I'm trying to be a nail tech. So I like having my nails done and stuff like that. I like makeup to a certain extent, like having my lashes and stuff done. I like wearing earrings, hoops specifically. But when it comes to the wardrobe part of it, I don't care to dress up. I'm more of a sweatpant, t-shirt type of person. But I like if I could put a person to it, like Kalani. That's what I would more than likely resemble my style to, just being down when it comes to the wardrobe, but still being girly at the same time.
You talking about the singer?
Yeah.
She be wearing some dress stuff.
She do sometimes, but it's not all the time because that girl is a damn stud, if you ask me. But
she is.
She is.
She really is. Why you had to drop your mouth like that?
She really is.
She was like, "You guys, this year I realized I'm gay."
Girl, we been new, honey. And then the only reason why I feel like she even do dress girly is based on the industry in itself. Because I remember seeing her on, I think it was America's Got Talent. She looked like a little boy then. She was a little bigger than back then, though. But yeah, I mean, the true her is a stud. I'm telling you.
Hmm.
And that's what I resonate with, honestly. Just being comfortable. To where some people just might be like Rihanna, you know? They like to be, you know, all glitz and glam. I ain't got time for all that shit.
I would say Rihanna's more like earthy. I wouldn't say she's all glitz and glam. She's glam when she has to be.
That's what I was gonna say. I think everyone wants to be comfortable. It's just society.
Yeah.
I don't even know, because I know, I think I want to say it was, I think it was Mariah Carey. I can't remember, but like she prefers like to be like in heels and stuff like that. Like it was either her or J-Lo. I can't remember, somebody. And one thing about me, I'm definitely not gonna wear no heels. Like I try to, you know, put a little heel on for a little occasion for like 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying, just to show. But I ain't a heel. I am not a heel person. Like I don't know who created that shit.
Please call me Bambi.
Honey, whoever created that. What, heel? You think a man created the heel? That's facts, or you just saying?
Oh, I don't know if it's factual, but it would make sense because it like elongates women's legs. And so that's the idea for them. Why women wear heels is because they like the look of it on a woman. Because they like her legs.
And that's like hate towards tall women. Because I feel like...
How is that hate towards tall women?
Because it's like most men like shorter women. So it's like...
That's not true.
That is true.
No, some men like their girls tall.
I didn't say all.
I think most men like their women shorter than them. So if you like, from what you're speaking of, probably the men aren't as tall. But like if it's an average height guy, he probably would prefer an average height woman.
No. I just don't see it. I don't see that a lot. Honestly, I don't.
I see that quite often. The same height.
I don't see that.
I see a lot of couples that are the same height. You bugging.
Right. Like, what?
I don't see that. Like, but y'all ain't tall though, so y'all wouldn't
I'm saying I see a lot of couples that are the same height. It don't matter how tall I am.
Right. It don't matter. What does my height have to do with my eyes?
Yeah, because y'all probably going off of people around y'all's height.
No,
like I'm going off of two people that are together.
Tall women, like, okay, for example, I'm 5'7".
Think about when we were in school. There was a couple of couples that was the same height.
That's high school. I'm talking about.
Okay, I'm talking about adult people right now.
Yeah, you can see them on your Instagram. You know, you see them folk.
Beyonce is not short.
Period.
Beyonce not short. She ain't the same height as Jay-Z either. So what are you saying?
I said that Jay-Z's tall and he's with Beyonce, an average size woman. What are you saying?
Well, let me rephrase. When men that are like in their 6 foot and above, most of them, I'm not saying all, most of them do prefer shorter women. And when I say shorter women, I mean under like 5'4" and under.
I just disagree with that.
I'm telling you.
You just have to be shorter than them. Like, I don't see it being like a requirement that you be this tall to ride this ride. Like,
right.
No, I'm telling you, like, I could say, like, if you would get four women, the same build, say one's like 5 foot. Sure. I know, I'm just saying, but just imagine. Well, when I say same build, just think of like the Instagram body, like, you know, same build in that sort of sense. So somebody that's 5 foot, somebody that's like 5'5", another girl that's like 5'8", and a girl that's 6 foot, and then you got a man that's like 6'3". Which one you think you gonna pick?
What was the 5'7"? You said 5'7"?
No, I said 5 foot 5'3". No, 5 foot 5'4". 5'7" and like 5'10" or something.
5'7".
I doubt it. He probably gonna pick the 5'3" or the 5 foot girl.
No, because the body image you're going for isn't proportion with. If you're short, it works. Not works. You can do whatever you want, but most short people and guys that date short people or short women are petite women. They're not. I don't understand what you're saying. Like if guys date taller women or average height women, they usually are just average women that he's looking for.
No, see, that's what I say you're not gonna get it because you're not tall. Like you're not tall.
You're not tall. What the fuck?
I'm tall. I'm 5'7". I'm
That's
taller
an
than
average height for a woman.
No, it's not. Average height for a woman is 5'5". Honey, love to Google some stuff.
Don't do that because you do that shit too. Y'all.
Oh shit.
Exactly. I'm tall.
Hold on, no, because I know this shit line. This thing said 5'4".
5'5". Oh,
No.
5'4"? Yeah, that sounds about right. Literally, out of y'all, I am the tallest person out of our friend group. Like, if for me to be around people my height, I have to hang out with my friends that are from Greenwood who are my height. Like, Kirsten's my height. Mariah's my height. Like, all my friends in Anderson are short.
I gotta look up. Because that don't make sense what you're saying. I'm gonna be real. It don't. Honestly, this thing is saying 5'8" is tall.
I'm telling you, I know what tall is. I am tall.
What's my hair? No, because you're not better.
Beyonce would be considered tall. Rihanna considered tall. We all know Megan Thee Stallion is tall. We tall bitches. I mean, period.
Huh? 5'4"?
I'm telling you, I am tall.
Well, you can go to Europe because their average height for women is 5'6".
Not trying to ship me off.
I don't believe this.
And look at what the average height for a man is. It's probably like 5'10".
5'10". I mean, I ain't look it up yet, but you killing me because ain't no way.
I'm telling you.
So in that case, I'm really not short.
So what's short for a woman?
Right.
Because I know they ain't talking about booster seat height.
Probably under probably 5
5'9".
foot. Oh yeah.
Wait, the average man stands under 5'10". Yeah, 5'10". About 5'9", 5'10".
And speaking of 5, because if a guy's 5'10", they're gonna be looking for somebody 5'4" and under.
Well, based off these standards,
I'm telling you, I see this. I am a tall person. I know these things. I'm tall.
I swear I thought you was 5'5". It's like you lying.
Okay, make me speak.
I am 5'7". When I went to the doctor, I'm 5'7". I'm literally 5'7". Ain't you say your mama 5'7", and we already went over this before?
It's just really crazy then. That's interesting.
What's on your mind?
This is all like making a lot of sense to me.
Okay.
What part?
Just the whole shebang.
Okay. All right, then, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning into our podcast. Please like, share, and comment. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Bye.